Oh, man, it's a very, very, very special episode today, man. As always, it's the man with the plan, your main man, and your player partner, DJ Premium J. And as always, with my player partner and the man that's always on top of things,
Floyd B, back at it once again. Who's Up Sports?
Once again, man, we got a very, very special guest today, man. We talking about the O Snatcher, man. You ever heard of that movie, The Body Snatcher? We got the O Snatcher here. Yeah, if you're undefeated, you might want to run away, man.
Yeah, let me get that.
Hey, man, H-Town's finest, the NABF champion as well. All you other sanctions need to tap in because you already know what's happening. But you know what, champ? They don't want to tap in. They're a little scared right now. You know what I'm saying? As always, man, I'm here with another special guest. This time today, H-Town, we got Marquis. You know, they like to say Marquis, but I know my man say he rather roll with the Marcus. Marcus is how it's actually pronounced, but Marcus Taylor, man, the champ, man.
Man, it's nice to be on the platform. I appreciate you for sharing your platform with me.
Of course.
And yeah, like you said, man, it's your boy Marvelous, Marcus Taylor, a.k.a. the O Snatcher. And I'm trying to become undisputed at middleweight, man. So right now we just trying to get the biggest fight we can. Till then we staying busy and just getting better. I'm getting stronger. So yeah, it's about to be scary in the middleweight division. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You got him already scared, Marcus, bro. I'm gonna tell you now, you got him already scared.
He said, about to be, it is scary. It is scary. Trust me. I
160? Watch out, man. Watch out, man.
I will start rattling off names. We're going to say that for later, but...
You already know, man. You already know, man. As they say, you know what I'm saying? You say the best for last, you know what I'm saying? So we're going to get them a little scared later on.
Okay.
But right now, we want to get into you, the man behind the boxer, man. I want to know just a little bit more about your upbringing, where you from. And, you know, I know you from the H, but just let us know. I think you from Third Ward, right? Mm-hmm. Third Ward. I heard you went to Yates.
Mm-hmm. Shout out
JY, man. So what year were you around then?
I graduated in 2012.
2012?
Yeah, I graduated.
Was that around the state title time?
Yeah, I was there for both years. We went back to back. Yeah.
Okay. Was you athletic then, or you just knocking boys out?
I was boxing for sure and playing in a band.
Playing in the band?
That's hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
What in the band?
Yeah. I was playing trumpet and mellophone in a band.
Snap.
Okay. So then you got to win. So that's where that endurance come from. You go every round. You got the wind on you. Okay.
And then the wind and the rhythm also. So he can hit the notes, and like the notes come with the punches, and we got a whole like bass line going on somebody's jaw. So you know how that go.
Yeah. As they say, it's a sweet science.
It is. Remember that. So man, I think so when you was at JY, you was around for the championship years, and then where'd you start boxing? What was your first gym at? Was it PABA?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Oh, you was in the hood. Okay, you was in the hood with it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I said, around what age did you get cranking with it?
7.
Oh man, so you youngin' out the gate, PABA, you in there with the OGs, and they just giving you the baseline stuff as you become as you grow into boxer. Was it kind of you following behind somebody, or was it just all you? I'm curious.
Nah, we used to box in the backyard at the house, and my pops used to host backyard brawls in the backyard.
Oh man,
like Kimbo?
Yeah, kind of like Kimbo Slice in the neighborhood. So after we was doing that, then that's when Pops took us to PABA to really learn how to box for real. And then that's when it took off. Ever since then, it was me and my brother, and I just fell in love with it, and then I was good at it, so I stuck to it,
and now we on the way to the top with it. So that's hard. That's hard.
Let me ask you this right quick. What age were you when you had your first fist fight? I ain't talking about professional, amateur, or organized, just fist fight. Let me get into it.
I was 7.
7 years old?
I think it was it happened at the boxing gym.
Wow.
Yeah.
Was it sparring, or was it just
we was just kids, just waiting on I think I got in a squabble at
Yeah, squared up one time.
Yeah.
Okay, I ain't mad at it. So it wasn't even no sparring. It was like sparring, but I really had to show you the way your mouth moves, these hands can move faster. So let's talk about it. Okay, I can dig it. I can dig it, man. So at a young age, 7, and as you got older, what were some of the things that you learned? Who were some of the fighters that you kind of watched as you kind of grew as a fighter that you kind of patterned your style on, or like, you know, took from, or like, you know, just studied?
I would have to say like my first fighter that I looked up to was Juan Diaz.
Oh,
because
okay.
Shortly after joining PABA, we had left and went to Savannah, because like Savannah, they was more, you know, like kind of like a better program. They traveled more and had a lot of kids over there. Yeah. So we went there to get better. And when we went over there, that's when I started like seeing like champions like Juan Diaz, and then you had like Holland Williams.
Oh,
shout out Lil Sad. You had JT, Jesus Mendez. You had we had like one of the best amateur programs like in boxing
like
at that time.
That's some names you're talking about. Them ain't no Joes and Ricks. Them some names. So I respect that.
JT, Jesus Mendez beat Terrence Crawford and Danny Garcia in the amateurs.
Okay, well that's some names to get in the amateurs.
Know.
Right. They let you know how serious that was. Like,
but Juan Diaz, he was like, you know, like one of the biggest world champions to come out of Houston, like really the first. So we all looked up to Juan. And then, you know, Roy Jones Jr. started slowly becoming my favorite boxer.
Hold on, Jay, get the mic real quick. Of course. Hey, you remember our little discussion that we had on Who's Up Sports, right?
Of course.
Okay, do you think it's a good time to talk about?
Come on now. So we have a discussion going on that's been going on for a couple of episodes, and inside the comments, it's been a huge kind of debate going on, a lot of arguing going on who was better in their prime. Not full career, just in prime. Was it Floyd in his prime? So that would be more like Pretty Boy era, more than the Money Mayweather era. Or is it Roy when he took that stretch in the middleweight, a little bit into light heavy?
That's an easy answer.
I got you. Go ahead. Let us know then, sir.
Bro, Roy Jones had the best prime career. Probably the only person that can say that was better in their prime probably is Mike Tyson in his prime.
Okay, the boogeyman.
But other than that, ain't no prime time. When it come to prime boxers in their prime, wasn't nobody. Roy was unbeatable. Like, it was God-given stuff you couldn't teach, you couldn't get ready for.
The skills, man, the skills.
This stuff, like you said, you couldn't. How you get ready for Roy Jones? Kind of like how I am now. Like, how you get ready for how you get ready for
I like
Marvelous Marcus Taylor. How?
Right.
So
you better not be undefeated. That's one thing for sure, man.
So
let me ask you one thing right quick too. Now the nickname Marvelous. Middleweight division, is that the Magic Man, Marvin Hagler?
Man, yeah, that definitely was like my favorite like throwback boxer, like Marvin Hagler for sure. Now I didn't know I was gonna be middleweight. I came in the game at 140. Well, in the professional ranks at 140. So that's like, this is my 4th weight class. I didn't know I was gonna shoot up this fast in my career. I thought my first world title was going to be at 47 at welterweight. That didn't work out. So not even at 54, but now I'm at 160 now. So it's crazy that that's my favorite fighter. And, I kind of took his name, and then now I'm middleweight. So I got a shot to be like, undisputed, one of the best middleweights in boxing like he did. So
big shoes.
Yeah.
Big shoes.
When I get the opportunities, it's going to happen for sure. When I get these fights, I'm just trying to prove myself, you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm really trying to do is, a lot of people like, they be saying, oh, he ain't going to be able to do this and that versus the top guys. So I'm just trying to do this and that versus the top guys. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Let's just go ahead and get into it, Floyd. The Zero Snatcher, man.
Man.
We got 8 undefeated fighters that you just basically tossed around, man. I'm gonna give it to you. I want you to touch. Look, I want you to touch on Gomez, because before that fight happened, I saw your name on the bill, and I was just like, Okay, H-Town. Before I hadn't heard of you at first. I had to, get my game up, do a little research and studying. And everybody I was talking to was just like, hey man, Gomez, he that guy. Your boy from the H, I don't know what he gonna do. He might wanna step it up a little bit. Hey man, I watched that fight. I'm gonna let you take it over.
Man, before you say that, I got two uncles that was in Vegas around that time for the fight. Yeah. So they like, bro, I'm finna put the bread on Gomez. My other uncle said, man, I'm putting the bread on H-Time. And you know which uncle came up. And you know which uncle came up. I'm gonna keep it a bit. It's a true story. Yeah. It's a true story. I'm gonna call them because they both truck drivers, so they on the road. I'm gonna call them after see if they answer. I'm gonna be like, hey, I got somebody, man. I got somebody you owe. You know what I'm saying? He looked out for you. And one thing, bro, about that Gomez fight, you are a bully, sir. So you really a bully. But go ahead with what you about to say.
Man, first, I just want to say I beat 6 undefeated fighters. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
6. Soon to be 8, though. Very soon to be 8. Soon to be 15, 16, 20 of them. You know what I'm saying? But Gomez, touch on that fight a little bit, man. Well, we couldn't believe we got the fight, Yeah. I think that fight had came across the table before, and he picked somebody else. Well, his team picked somebody else. So when it came back across the table again, we was like, oh, yeah, no brainer, boom, let's do it. And he was like, oh, is that 160? And we was like, oh, forget it. You know what I'm saying?
Let's dance.
Took that fight, heavy underdog, real heavy underdog. So we bet too. We won money too. My whole team bet. I bet. He bet.
Man, but we got to talk about the second round knockdown you got on him, man. How did that occur? He just was, he thought it was sweet and he ran up to it.
That's exactly
okay. I'm just exactly speaking from a boxing fan's perspective to a boxer. I really say he ran up like he thought, man, I can eat these. And sometimes you bite off more than you can chew. Exactly. Because towards the end, he was trying to come back and you like, bro, it's over with. This is snack food. This is a protein bar. It's an orange. And it's a protein shake. I'm just having, this is a good meal. Because it's light.
I'm sure he learned, as a young fighter, I'm sure he learned a big lesson that night. That's one of the lessons I had to learn in my career, early in my career too, one of our subjects, I took an L early in my career about 10 years ago, and I had to learn, anything can happen. Nothing happened. I ain't get dropped, nothing like that. Right. It's just making sure that I'm focused and everything's right that night of the performance.
I can respect
and you can't look past any fighter. You know what I'm saying? No matter how good you think you are, how good people say you are, you can't listen to none of that. And you gotta train and you gotta act like this guy is trying to take your spot. Because that's what's going on.
Trying to take your spot, trying to take your food, for sure.
This is prize fighting, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is me trying to be in position to feed my family and my people.
Yep.
So that's why people die over this stuff. This how
the brain is.
This stuff is. This is a lethal sport. So I'm sure he learned that night that he got to take things a little bit more serious. So he's a young fighter though. He will definitely be back. He definitely gonna be back. He's strong. He got power. He got skill. But just right now, at this time, I'm just
right.
Man, I got this shit, right now. Sorry, excuse my language.
No. You all right. Hey, champ. You talk how you want to talk. You good with us?
It's my time right now, man.
Right. It is. I'm gonna ask Jay a question, and I'm gonna hand something to you. So Jay, we've had this discussion on the podcast before about these fighters chasing these beautiful zeros because they want to be like the man that got the same name as me. They want to be just like Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be undefeated. But what I can say about my man right here and about his person that he likes the most, Roy Jones Jr., they not ducking no smoke and they move weight classes because it's all about, you might take a loss. We all take a loss in life, in the ring, somewhere, but it's all about how we bounce back from that thing. So, I just want to throw that to you. Remember we were talking about that?
Exactly. At which actually made me bring up something that I thought about for you, champ. You were talking about Ladarius Miller, right? Mm-hmm. Is that the same Ladarius Miller that was in the Mayweather promotions? Mm-hmm. So that was your first and only L. It's the only one,
Only
you
one.
know. The last. We're gonna go ahead and put that out there.
Facts.
That's the last, man. But I wanted you to kind of expand more on what it's like to take a L and what did you learn from it? Because, you know, a lot of boxers now, they chasing the O, basically. It's like nobody wants to fight for glory anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all just a sideshow, promotional show as far as just like we want to be the Forbes king now instead of actually being the king in the ring.
Yeah.
But what did you learn from that performance and that night when you had that fight?
Well, first, like you asked, you know, how it feel to take an L, man, it sucked, man. It sucked real bad because you got to think I've been boxing since I was 7, and I knew I wanted to be a professional world champion at like the age of 9. So
wow,
you gotta think about it. This from 9 years old all the way to that moment right there, feeling like a failure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a lot of time, a lot of work, a lot of years to, you know, let a moment slip out of your, you know, fingertips. So, you know, that hurt. So, and after that, it's just like you got to ask yourself, you know, how's your story going to be? Is this going to be how it went down, or you going to dust yourself off and come back, you know? And
so let me ask you, what do you do after facing defeat? Do you maybe watch film? Are you in your head mentally? Are you looking for like, looking on the film and looking for moments where it's just like, I messed up right there. I can get better at that. Or are you listening to your trainers, your coaches? Or what do you do in that moment right after taking a loss?
Just evaluate everything. It's like, I know everybody, you know, you just see what's going on in the ring, you know what I'm saying? But it's really a whole process, you know what I'm saying? So it's just learning from the things that we did wrong before the fight, during the fight, the whole nine, you know what I'm saying? And just, you know, making sure that we always have a plan and we doing things the right way and everything is falling in place correctly and perfect on fight night, because that's what it's about. You know, you can have a great camp, you can work hard and all that, but if, you know, everything is not perfect on fight night, then you lose the fight. You know what I'm saying? So I done had a lot of fights like the one with Luke Santa Maria. Amazing camp, had a great camp, and I get in a fight and, you know, I got a heartburn and indigestion flaring up in my chest and things like that and happening like that. I had a great camp, but something happened in the fight. I had to fight through that, and, you know, that's one of the draws I had, but it was because of me not eating properly before, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
I
the
got
wrong
you.
thing, and it's just a lot to go with
the
making
small
sure
detail.
you know the night goes perfect. So that's more of what it was, and then my mental, being more mature, being more disciplined about, you know, just every aspect, you know, just basically making up my mind. If I'm gonna do this, then, you know, you can't have one foot in, one foot out. You gotta
be fully committed.
be fully committed. So just that, and just getting better every day, working on something, getting better at it.
So let me ask you, do you have like the Mike Tyson, Customato type of I'm a warrior, I can go through anything mindset before? Like, is it I can go through a wall? Or what's the mindset for you specifically? Like, are you like, nobody can beat me, I'm fully the man? Or is it more you are gonna take it as you go, see how it is, kind of be calculated in the ring?
I don't know. Sometimes I'll be surprising myself sometimes. I ain't gonna lie to you. Sometimes I don't
In a good way?
Yeah,
or bad way?
Yeah, in a good way. Sometimes, like, you know, I don't get I try to be very humble, but, man, for the most part, yeah, Man.
No, man, talk that talk, man. Champ, tell him you gonna knock him out, man. Tell him what's up, man.
I understand where you coming from.
Yeah, like, but the mentality I got is the reason why is the reason why my skill is the way it is, because I work hard, to achieve it. You know what I'm saying? I just don't just say, oh, I'm this, I'm that. I work really, really hard at it. So as long as I'm working hard and my skills, staying in the gym, staying focused.
You feel like nobody can touch you?
Yeah. Okay. Because I got a style right now that, like, don't nobody have. You can't compare it. You can't get ready for it. You don't know it till you get in there.
I got one fighter that I kind of compare you to, though.
Who?
World class, though, former world champion. And the reason why I say it is because you have a rugged dog-like style is what I think. Like, you get in front of people and you just don't give them no chance to breathe or no opportunity to kind of like get that game plan together.
Be comfortable.
I just saw you actually take a picture with him, too. It's Sean Porter. That's who I think. That's who I think your style is kind of similar to that. What would you say to that?
It got some similarities for sure. Definitely got some similarities. Me and Sean Porter like to close that distance, so. The only difference is, I'm a tall, lanky.
Yeah, of course, you much taller.
Tall, lanky fighter, and a lot of, and that's what, like, a lot of people get, like, messed up because they see I'm tall, lengthy, and they be like, oh, he a boxer, he gonna try to box. And they get in there with me and be like, like, damn, like, hit me in my body. And, I like to get in there and go to the bar. I like to bring my fighters down. So I feel like that's an advantage for me. I'm a tall fighter that know how to fight inside and on the outside, just, in my own way. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, man. Another fight that I did want to mention too before we move off just other fighters, the Kermit Cintr&oacute fight. That's another world class talent.
Yeah.
I'm not saying nothing, Kermit, but I don't know if it looked like that while you was in here with Champ. It was some questionable things going on in that ring. How did it feel to get in there with, I guess I would say, a bump up in talent? Was it different?
It felt, I ain't gonna lie, I was really excited for that fight. At the time, I was 8-1, 8 wins, 1 loss. So I had ran off, like 3 or 4 wins after that Ladarius fight. So me getting that opportunity to fight Kermit Cintr&oacute was like, I'm like, okay, yeah, I get to prove myself once again, Or even before then, I had beat a undefeated fight, took some B-side fights and won. But this one was like, he had a name, and you know what I'm saying? And,
former champ,
And I'm like, yeah, I'm about to, again, odds stacked against me. Everybody think I'm crazy for taking a fight, that I was going to lose and all that. So, I had that mindset. You can ask anybody that was around me. I said, I'm about to go and win. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go whoop them. You know what I'm saying? And people was looking at me like I was crazy. Interviewers was looking at me everybody was looking at me like I was crazy until the fight happened. And then, like, I ain't gonna lie, the fight was 3 rounds, and, like, I smoked him every round. I dropped him with a bite shot. The first round, they called it a low blow. But it was pretty a one-sided fight. And you should see his face. His face was like, he was surprised. He didn't know that.
He didn't know you had it like that.
He didn't know that was about to go down like that. Well, nobody knew that was going to go down like that. Everybody was shocked.
Let me ask you quick. Have you sparred with anybody that you've actually gotten in the ring with and fought before?
As far as pro? Paul Crow probably be the only one that I actually sparred and I got in the ring with before. And that was after our fight. We sparred.
You sparred afterwards.
Sparred after.
He wanted to get some work.
We wanted to get that get back. We wanted to get that get back, man. We had,
Can we get some insight on that? Did he get it? Or how was it?
Man. Hey, man.
Hey, man.
We had to get our rocks off, man. We had to get our rocks off, man. Just, we was thumping in that mud, man. Shout out to Paul Crow. He had to come to the H and give me that work. So, I appreciate that. That was some real, that was some real.
Much love and respect.
That was real. But came down here to Houston, fight couldn't happen again. It didn't make no sense, but it's like, hey, we get some work. You know what I'm saying? All work, good work. So, hey, we got that work in and respect. You know what I'm
I got
saying?
a quick question for you, though, for sure. For sure, I got a quick question for you. So at this junction in your career, you have proven yourself to be a credible middleweight that deserves the exposure. And the middleweight division, you know, it need a spark. It need that spark. And I feel like you bring that spark. So my question to you is, what do you think is going to take for you to get to, I guess, to the opportunities of the Amazon Primes, the Showtimes, to let them know, like, hey, bro, like, I'm here. Yeah, I see these other fighters wasting time trying to fight each other and fighting people lower than them. So my question to you is, what do you think it's going to take for them to actually get them eyes on you?
Miracle? Nah, messing with you there.
We ain't gonna do that now. We ain't gonna do that. I look at it. I had to make it laugh.
Nah, man. Just staying like proactive on calling them out, fighting, you know, staying busy. They want you to stay, like, they want you to stand still and, you know, and get rusty and all that. So just staying busy, and that's all you can do. Stay busy. It's all you can do. Sometimes in this sport you can be too good for your own good. Yeah. You know?
Now what about the what about the face-off we seen with Shane Mosley Jr.? Is that something that we could look forward to in the future?
You know, that's gonna happen one day. That's what I was telling him. Like, man, you know, it gotta happen, bro. It gotta happen.
Hey,
sooner or later.
Shane, man.
He said he down. You know, I'm down. So
Shane, if you down, what's up, man? Let's set it up. Let's get it going.
Man.
Oh, I know what's going on. It's that paperwork got to be right also, though. That paperwork got to be right also. It's a business. And that's why I want to go to it's a business, because you have a story to tell, Marcus. Like your story, that's why we love boxers. That's why you like Roy Jones Jr. That's why you like Floyd. That's why, you know what I'm saying, the story. So I feel like the more, you know what I'm saying, stuff like this, the content, the visuals of you, they gonna be like, bro, all right, he said he marvelous. I want to see how marvelous he is. And that's when the problem gonna come for him. And that's what I see. That's what I see just as a fan and as a lover of the sport. That's why I think your storytelling, and the more your story is told about like how you have overcome a loss, because a lot of these people with O's, they ain't fought nobody. They fighting Joe Blows off the street. They fighting the dude from the corner store. They fighting their uncle that boxed like 7 years ago, and they never won nothing. And they count it as a dub, and they getting victories. But your story is, bro, I came in the game hot. I learned from my ill, and ever since then I've been on fire like Wayne and Lloyd Banks. So it's like we got to make it make sense. So I think your storytelling is gonna be the thing that's gonna, you know how you kind of like be fishing and you got the bait. That's gonna get them. They're gonna be like, you know what? Let me see what's up. And that's when it's going to be night time.
They can't keep running for too long, you know. Eventually the people and the fans going to tune in and make them have to do it. You know, that's why staying busy is important. You know, me staying busy, you know, keep stopping, you know, these boys. You know, my name is going to, you know, just get bigger and bigger. So, you know, eventually I know I'm going to get the fights, you know.
So leaning back into your story, I'm glad you mentioned that. Who was the first person to kind of take you under their wing and teach you the skills and the sport of boxing?
Oh, my pops for sure. Yeah, my pops for sure.
Okay. Was he the first person to bring you to the gym? Okay. Now, was it anybody in there that you kind of, I want to say, latched on to, that like one of your peers that you were just like, okay, this is somebody that I can learn with, kind of?
Man, I was learning from just everybody around me. I was like a youngster around, like I said, Lil Said, Juan Diaz, Jesus Mendez. Anybody that was older, had more experience, I was right there watching, learning from.
Oh, so you took the game for all you youngsters out there? My man said he was a sponge to the knowledge.
Yeah.
He didn't have a hard head and was just like, he ain't talking about nothing, man. Watch what I do. My man said he put the skills and the time in, actually. He put the time in to acquire the skills.
He kept his mouth shut, let his hands do the talking. He learned from the OGs. You know what I'm saying? Put your head down. You also like to say, I know what's up. I already know what time it is. I can't learn nothing from old school. Man, old school got all the game. Old school, they got knocked in the mouth before and fell on that mat. And old school, they seen them ones. So, you know what I'm saying? I think you listen to the OGs is what kind of help you prepare. And then, you know, out the city, bro, you know, we rocking with the boxers out the city. So to see where you came up, bro, we know you paid attention. So for sure. So that's what you got to tell the youngs. A lot of young boxers be like, I already know what's up, bro. I went on YouTube, bro, wasn't like that. All right, bro, got some game for you. Bro, got some game for you because ain't no experience like getting hit in the mouth. That's why I like to tell people, and and you know about that personally, so you know ain't no experience like it. So yeah, then them advice they take. And then champ, as far as like your championship run, like grabbing the belts and all that, how did that feel? Like when you start collecting these beautiful hardware pieces behind us, like when you start collecting those, how did that feel?
Well, the first one, I ain't gonna lie, the first one probably felt better.
Okay.
Because I was on the B side. I was calling for that fight like 2-3 weeks advance for that, quick, notice for that fight. So, and I was a heavy underdog. So, nobody saw me winning that fight. So I think that one right there was like, and then that was my first one. You know what I'm saying? That was, that made me 10-1.
Right.
Man.
Tell them wake up, man.
But 10 win.
But look, champ. Don't. I said enjoy the underdog feeling because look, that's how we come up. So yeah, I say y'all keep thinking that my man is the underdog. Keep taking him as the underdog, and we just gonna ride like that because y'all finna give me paid. But continue though, champ.
Oh yeah, that was a fight like that year. That was 2018. We just went crazy that year. Like in the beginning of the year, we whooped Kermit Cintr&oacute. Then we went to Vegas the first time. We took Jimmy Williams. And then 3 months later, boom, we went back to Vegas.
Another fight.
Another undefeated, yeah. We did that again, and then it came with a belt. So, like, after that, we was just like, you know what I'm saying? We were like, hey, man, you know what I'm saying? We whooping, like, we
recognize who we are.
We whooping boys now,
We whooping boys now, but we understand this game is politics as usual. Yeah. So we know how the game go. Yeah. But it's like, you just got to keep it on to where the politics ain't going to matter no more. Like, after you see so many wins I got, the politics going to have to start. We're going to have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, the rubber got to meet the road.
Yeah.
You're going to have to put the best versus me, and I'm going to have to really show you that I'm him. So that's just how I go. So that's how we're going to lead up. So, Jay, I'm gonna let you ask the question of some call-outs because we said we are gonna get here. Like, I wanted you to do the honors.
Hey, man, at 160, I already mentioned Shane Jr. I'm not sure if he's gonna stay or is he gonna move around, but what do you think about the likes of Chris Eubanks?
Man, hell yeah, man. I think he a world champion right now, or a former world champion. Hell yeah. I mean, that's the type of fight I want right there. Like a name like that, or a Carlos Adames, or Erslandy Lara, or Janet Beck, or
you ready for Lara?
Or I ain't done yet. Hamza Shariz. Or I think I said his name right.
What's his name? Yannick?
Janet Beck.
Yannick.
Yeah, the IBF.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Yeah, he ain't fought nobody. Nobody, bro.
Hey, he's saying y'all can go to Box Rec and check them names.
Person he
and them names ain't making sense.
Name nobody.
What he telling y'all?
You can't name nobody, bro. Like, he hasn't fought anybody yet. I will be his first real fight,
First real test.
Like, for real.
Be real with you.
Everybody he didn't fought, he was supposed to,
He's supposed to dominate.
Yeah.
I'm going to be real with you with the style that you have, the pressure that you put on other fighters. A lot of the names we named, it is October, so it is getting spooky around here. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? A lot of fright nights going on. Out of all those names that I did name, would it be one that you would prefer?
If I had to choose, I would say Yannick Beck because he got 2 world titles.
Okay.
And the next one would be Carlos Adames because, he got the WBC, he got the green one. And then Lara because, he got the WBA.
So you knocking down those like Pimp C. You going, this though, let me get this one. This though, let me get this one. This though, so we gonna just have to charge you from the Zero Snatcher to the Grim Reaper.
I'm trying to get all the belts and become undisputed. And,
that's the goal. That's the
line
goal.
them up. Line them up, any order, you know what I'm saying? Any order.
And then, I'm going to ask you the typical question that all these networks like to ask you. Why do you think you could sell a fight?
Well, I think I can sell a fight because one, man, I'm throwing average like 72, 73 punches around.
Numbers.
That's a lot of punches. I bring that that grit to the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like,
your backyard bully for sure.
I feel like if you want to see your favorite fighter tested or your favorite fighter really have to see what he about, you gotta put me in there against
You the litmus test.
Yeah, but I'm not just a test either though. Like, I'm the best, man. I'm the best.
You the
at this,
barometer.
bro.
And like you were speaking earlier, bro, like you said, when you get your mindset in it, I think what you got is confidence. And sometimes to be great, like a Jordan, Kobe, Mike, you gotta have that blind confidence, can't nobody F with me. Cause I didn't sacrifice too much in this beautiful arena. Other gyms, you sacrifice the blood, sweat, and tears. You sacrifice the parties, the homies, and you put the work in to where you I deserve these fights. And the thing is, one more time to Showtime, I got one more why you can sell a fight. Because the middleweight division need to be jumping. Y'all can't find.
And that's another that's a great point because I can sell a fight because I'm the underdog, but I'm the underdog that's oh shit, he pulled up, said he won. You know what I'm saying? People tired of seeing fights where they know who gonna win, and it ain't. You know what I'm saying?
Canelo. Oh, my bad.
Exactly.
My bad. I didn't mean to do that.
We watching his fights and we know who gonna win.
My bad, champ.
People tired of that. People really want to see a fight where he the underdog, but. You know what I'm saying? Like Anthony Joshua and the boys kind of ain't nobody, see that coming. You know what I'm saying?
They did not.
And that was good for boxing.
That was great for boxing.
You know what I'm saying? So I bring that, real justice to boxing. I bring, it gotta be, it's real. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no name, no hype job, no none of that. I really and the best.
You're not a social media star, not a TikToker, not calling anybody out, but you're a pure boxer that needs the opportunity to bring the middleweight division back to what it is. And then I got one more question. I'm gonna throw it back to Jay. Do you see yourself ever moving up? Because you say Roy your dog. So Roy done been all around the world and back. So okay, so you do see yourself moving up once the opportunity presents itself. You feel like I've done my job in the middleweight division.
Yeah, and once I naturally because. I ain't been forcing nothing, you know what I'm saying? I just been naturally getting bigger. I ain't gonna lie, I did when we fought Gomez, I ain't gonna lie, I still was really making 154 no problem at all.
Right.
And we weren't getting no PT at 154, especially after we beat Marlon Harrington. We weren't getting no calls, no nothing at 154. So we was just man, we trying to fight at 160 fight, dangerous knockout artists. We was hey, fuck it, bring them on. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it, bring them on. Just like I said, another proving point why we proving that we should be fighting on TV every time. And that's what that fight was for. It wasn't a whole lot of bread. You know what I'm saying? Literally, we bet on ourselves. We was this is a great platform. This is on Jerron Boots in this undercard. Boots is arguably one of the faces of boxing right now, so a lot of people gonna watch. So, hey, all stacked against us, this dude bigger, you know what I'm saying? He got skill, he's stronger, woo, 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 woo. But, hey, you got to take calculated risk.
You got to.
That was a calculated risk we took. We knew the weapons he had. So our camp, went very well, and we practiced on the weapons we knew he had, and we practiced on the plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D.
I had a backup,
man. You know what I'm saying? And we went in there and we, I did plan A, and then I quickly, decided, it's I'm like Tom Brady. I'm like the quarterback. They let me decide what I should, do up in there. And after the first round, I decided, it's time to just dog this dude. You know what I'm saying? And he threw me to the ground twice. Fuck it, time to, you know what I'm saying? It's time to dog him. So you want to be a dog fight? I'm good at dog fighting, and I'm in great shape. So let's get it. And,
what's your walk around weight?
At that time or now?
Both.
When I was fighting Gomez, I was walking around at 167, 168.
That was a hard cut down to the 154 for you?
For 160? No, that's that. I did that. I made 160 in 3-4 days. Right. I knew I was going to have a fight. I walked around 68, and then the next week I was already 157, 158.
What about
I was underweight weeks before the fight, I was already underweight.
Oh, wow.
I woke up that morning at 156, 4 pounds underweight. That's why I weighed in with my shorts on. If you go back and look at the weigh-ins, I had my shorts on and everything.
Oh, yeah, that's the metabolism.
But now, since I made that decision of me, fighting middleweight, I ain't gonna lie, I put on muscle, put on weight. You know what I'm saying? I've been working with my strength and conditioning coach, Monica Al. She been, putting that good lean muscle on me. So I think I put about like 11, 12 pounds of muscle on since then.
Okay.
That's hard. That's hard.
So on a regular average day, you would say you're around like 170 maybe?
Yeah, 70s.
In the
70s.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the 70s?
In the 70s, walking around.
So it isn't too much of a stretch to cut down.
Nah, because I stay in shape. I stay in the gym.
So I heard you ask him about moving up in weight.
Okay.
You say you're gonna let it naturally come.
Uh-huh.
Now I know we were talking about Roy. I hope we ain't saying that we going all the way up to the heavy, huh?
Nah.
Nah. He ain't gonna do that, Roy.
Nah.
What's the cutoff? What's the cutoff? Light?
I think light heavyweight gonna be the last one.
That's the last one.
That's the last one right
and then
there.
for that one, I know it gotta make sense.
Yeah.
It gotta make sense.
Yeah.
Because you really pushing yourself to the
Yeah.
limit, and you really, I'm not trying to walk around with all this. Yeah, it's not my natural. So I got you.
Yeah, I came in the game at 140, so that would be crazy right there.
Right.
That's crazy. Yeah, I'm talking. Yeah,
20 already. You 30. You still a young blood too, man. So it's all like that. You in the prime. You in the prime. So hey, all these media outlets, boxing people, prime right now. Let's get it. Let's get it cooking. Stop wasting time. I'm just talking to the camera for everybody.
real, man.
Because if they take this is probably the Culture Network, Who's Up Sports. But hey, make sure y'all come on.
I just feel like my style right now would be just a great addition to the sport, the whole sport of boxing right now. You know what I'm saying?
Can we talk about the sport of boxing right now? And Jay, I want you to chime in. I want you to chime in on it. Okay, for the sport of boxing right now, it used to have that feeling to when the big fight came out, you seeing the OGs come out, they minked up, they ringed out, they everything, and they do come out, but it's only for the little dudes. It's for the little dudes right now. Like I said, respect to Tank, respect to all them under there that got that guy going. But we need that middleweight popping, and we need that like a little bit around in the US. Shout out to the heavyweights. Shout out U6, shout out all them, Dubois, all them. But the sport of boxing need that joke. And I'm gonna let you chime in.
We don't have an American middleweight champion right now. But yeah, we don't have an American middleweight champion. Everybody, Laura from Cuba, Carlos, I think he's Dominican, and Yanibek, I think it's Kazakhstan or something like that. So yeah, we don't have an American middleweight.
Man, at least we need that. They used to bring everybody out because more people can relate to you.
Yeah,
and I think those other gentlemen.
Yeah,
those other gentlemen have their countries, but I'm far as like the hood, bro.
Yeah,
I'm talking about the South, H-Town, Atlanta, everybody gonna come out. It's like we need that. So
I definitely know that I'm the best middleweight in America for sure, by far.
Okay.
For sure.
It's tough talk. Talk. I want to hear you. I want to hear you get in that bag, champ. I feel like you can do it, man. And I want to know who is your favorite boxer to watch right now, though? Or do you even watch other fighters?
I was about to say, I mean, man,
you like so in your bag. Yeah, you in your bag.
I ain't gonna lie, I like to watch myself.
That's a Sunday update, by the way.
Yeah.
Hope somebody won.
NFL.
Yeah. So, but you like watching yourself. So you watch your old fights a lot?
Yeah, I like to watch my fights a lot, just picking out small things.
Do you like tune in to?
I like watching Boots.
Oh,
I like watching Boots fight. I like watching Bud.
Of course, Bud Crawford.
Yeah.
He seemed to be in the same boat.
As another fighter who is hard to find an opponent right now, man.
Yeah, let me ask you this. Do you think that's a good move?
What?
For him to move up to fight Canelo?
Yeah.
You think that's a good one?
Yeah, that's the best move.
Best move because nobody's trying to fight in his weight class. Really.
Man, Crawford 35, 36, man, it ain't even about like boxing no more. You know what I'm saying? I hope he get that Canelo fight. Shit, I want to get that Canelo fight. I'm trying to go undisputed at 160 and then call out Canelo name.
You heard it here.
Shit.
You heard it here.
Yeah. I'm trying to make me 20 million. What?
Yeah, but he's definitely doing a lot of
shit
picking, right? Yeah, he's definitely picking.
Don't get me started over here, Floyd. I'm trying to.
okay.
I'm trying.
My bad.
This champ moment. Yeah, I'll take it over and start saying some things that champ gonna be like, man, you ever got in the ring?
Yeah, right. I'm gonna be quiet. I'm speaking my mind right now because I'm with a boxer. But I understand you think that
Canelo
is the best move because it's like it's gonna bring the eyeballs, it's gonna bring the attention, and it's for legacy too.
Yeah.
It's a legacy fight too.
It's gonna be for the biggest bag.
Come on. Let's really talk about it.
Yeah. It's like them type of numbers like, did anybody really lose? No.
Exactly. We won't go to the bank happily. I said, I'm gonna have a blackout other one. We can both go to the bank. And like I said,
anybody really lose?
Right.
But yeah, that's a mega fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like when a fight is that big, like, you can't turn nothing like that down.
Can't.
Like,
gotta give it a chance.
Yeah, you gotta. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I hope it ain't
take
like
risk.
Pacquiao and Mayweather. I hope it's not.
So I'm gonna ask you this then: would you rather get the fight for 20 to 50 mil right now, or would you rather get a fight for 2 belts?
Yeah, I'm going to get the 20 million right now.
You going to go get the 20?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm gonna go get the 20 million.
let's up the ante. Let's just say it's a full unification, undisputed situation where you getting all the belts.
I'm going to get that 20 million.
You going? I'm about to say you gonna stack it up.
Hey, I'm going to get that 20 million. Them belts, they going to be there, man. I got to go get that check right there.
And the way the belt situation is kind of right now, it's so spread out. You going to be like, bro, I'm going to be 50 years old trying to chase all these belts.
Only reason I want to get the belts is to get that opportunity right there. Of course. If I got the opportunity, I'm going to take it.
Hey,
so
man.
that's basically what we waiting on. I'm just waiting on a big opportunity, and we just staying busy till we get that real. But we want that big opportunity. We want that name. We want all the smoke. We want all the smoke with the biggest name we could get.
Ain't ducking nobody, man. We want it all, man. Champ here, man, with us. The NABF champion. Obviously, y'all that don't know the NABF storied history. I used to watch, like, when I was first starting to watch boxing on YouTube and stuff like that. I used to watch, Sugar Ray has a storied history with the NABF as well.
Oh, yeah. All the big champions had to,
Now,
NABF.
I do want to ask you though, what's the hold up on us with the WBO, WBC, the IBF, the WBA? Where we at? Is it because I'm coming from a fan perspective on the outside looking in. Is it like a promotional thing?
Yeah, I'm independent right now. I got a manager, Bobby Harrison, but I'm independent when it comes to promotional deals right now. And guys like that's promoted by the big companies, of course, they get like first dibs at like the rankings and everything like that.
Okay.
Like right now, I think I'm ranked 19 in the WBC, and that's
shame
for the And then like I just found out I'm ranked in the IBF for their USBA belt. So, but at first, like, I wasn't ranked in nobody's section. I was just beating undefeated fighters and doing all this and wasn't ranked in no section.
Shame on y'all, man.
Ranked in no sanction.
I can't name 19 fighters better than him in the 160 division. Come on, man. Be serious.
It's not at all. And those same 19 fighters will not fight me.
Okay. I hear you saying that, but let me shoot them some bail. Have you been sending the contracts out? Have you been putting the talks up there?
Man, yeah, I finally have been putting talks out, man. I've been getting like crazy numbers. I've been getting like, somebody wants $300,000 to fight me. I'm not even a world champion. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I've been getting crazy. It's crazy, man. I've been getting crazy offers, but at the end of the day, I've been getting offers where I know is at the end of the day they don't really want to fight me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just the bottom line. You know what I'm saying?
You moving towards that, as they would say, the A side territory.
Yeah. So now I'm shifting from being on the B side to the A side now because I can't get no more B side action no more.
No more?
Yeah, and that sucks. I really love.
He's in that middle ground.
Yeah, I can't get no more. After that Gomez fight, I haven't got one call since.
But was that like a sweet spot though? Like, do you kind of like want to be in there so you could kind of like,
yeah,
you know, upset people?
I wanted to keep doing it. You know, I thought that's what I was going to be able to do. Just keep coming up upset.
But you though, it's not the fighters. It's the promoters.
Yeah, the business don't work like that.
Do not want to see their fighters lose.
Yeah.
If I'm a promoter, if I want somebody walking around with a beautiful zero behind their name, I'm not gonna send them that way. They like, yeah, I want to fight him. I want to fight him.
Beautiful zero.
And then even before it gets sent to the fighter, the promoter is doing a shh. Yeah, we cool. Let's go fight Rondo out of Canada somewhere. Let's get the ante up. So it's, you at this sweet spot where it's not you no more.
Yep.
It's really the promoters because they got to sell the
Yep.
It's Floyd's fault. But
I was a B-side fighter, you know, for the longest. And now I'm on the A side. Like I said, it's crazy how I even like made it to being on the A side. Like I think about like how many people I had to go in their backyard on their promoter cards and like make it out. It's kind of crazy, you know. Now I can't even get no B-side action at all.
They running.
I can't even get no A-side action. We trying to fit the NABF belt. They sending us opponents. Everybody saying no. They don't even want the belt.
Come on now. What y'all out here doing, man?
They trying to wait 4 months, see if I don't fight, so then they can go around me and get the belt. They don't want to fight me for it though. Yes,
so okay,
bro, this sport is
that's another question I wanted to ask you,
bro. It's shameful.
How does that work? How does they just strip you for inactivity?
Yeah,
or
you're inactive.
Is it a certain amount of time?
Like 4 months.
Wow. That bring me to one more name though. In that 160 realm, another H-Town representer. Will we see you against a polarizing figure? Would you like the matchup against somebody who has, he has a kind of some things going on with his name right now, but Jamal Charlo?
Man, I will fight anybody at make 160, bro. Yeah, bro. That'd be a handsome purse right there. Yeah, I'll take that fight. I'm taking, bro. I'm open like Whataburger, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like 24 hours, bro.
Instead of the other fight, but I'm gonna be quiet. I ain't gonna.
I'm at bro. I'm ready to show the world, bro. You know what I'm saying? That I'm whooping anybody with my style. Not just the people I already whoop, but like even against the best. So.
Oh man, that's a fight that I would love to see.
But it's gonna come.
Okay. Have y'all got any work in before?
No.
You met each other?
Yeah. We just go back. I told you when I was 9. I've been knowing this since I was 9. We both was at Savannah.
Oh, they was at the gym too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They've been knowing me since I was like, they older than me. I think they was like 11, 12, and I was like 9. But yeah, I've been knowing my whole life.
Okay.
Hey man, Jamal, man.
Small world, man.
What can we put together, man? Hey, I'm not a huge spender or anything. I just got a little production going on here. But if I gotta, put a little something, slide a little something, I want to see that happen. You know what I'm saying? My man say he used to get his Kimbo backyard on, so maybe, I know you with the smoke too. What can we set up?
Sell the H-Town. We gotta sell the H-Town. We gotta sell it. Put on for the city.
Oh yeah, go crazy.
And it'll be a good battle because it's a respect, but it's like I'm not ducking, you're not ducking. So I mean, it's when an immovable force means unstoppable object. Something gonna have to happen.
Yep.
Something gonna have to happen. So that's how I see it. So that makes sense.
But champ, man, before we get out of here, before we wrap up this episode, first foremost, Appreciate you. Thank you.
Man,
I'd like to
thank
say
you.
thank you for coming on the
Appreciate you.
platform,
Thank you.
coming on Who's Up Sports. Where can we find you, and what can we be looking forward to next? Is anything
Man,
coming
we got
up?
something cooking right now. December. We getting ready for December right now. We stay in the gym, getting ready, but we trying to lock down a date in December right now for the year end. So it'll be 3 fights this year.
You say you gotta stay active.
Stay active. We looking to defend the NABF belt or possibly getting another belt, getting on another sanction if we can, and just trying to keep putting pressure on these guys like Janabek, Carlos Adamus, and Lord. Keep putting pressure on these guys. That's all we can do.
Hey, if Champ, man, I used to watch wrestling, so if you need a mouthpiece, let me know. I'll do the talking, man.
No. I'm gonna tell Champ something for sure. Champ, in December, we gotta be in the building. We gotta holler at you before and after.
Yeah.
So it's gonna have to be showtime. So we pulling up, and we pulling up suited and booted too. We coming right. We coming right because it's showtime.
Yeah.
It's showtime. So we're gonna have all this extra to prelude it, and we're gonna talk to you before when you're getting ready, getting cut up, getting everything put together. You gonna go out there and do a lovely dance and take care of your business.
Yeah.
And we're gonna talk to you after the fight. He gonna be like, hey man, I told y'all this many months ago. I told y'all before the fight. And after the fight, the results. Yeah. So the only question I'm gonna be hearing from you is who's next. Yeah. So. Hey, that's all I need to do.
Who's next, baby? You here with your main man, Premium J, DJ Premium J, or just J, the man with the plan, as they like to say. I'm always here with my player partner and co-host.
Floyd B, man. Y'all already know Who's Up Sports. We back at it once again. Champ in the building.
Appreciate you. Champ here. Appreciate you, Champ. That's been episode 65, and we on them, man.
Let's get it.